Today we're going to go over how to enroll in the Sport Horse Performance Maturity Program and the U.S. Nationals Performance Futurity Maturity Derby Program, the enrollment requirements and what it takes to show at the Sport Horse and U.S. National Championship shows. AHA Performance Futurity Maturity Derby Program. These classes are only available at U.S. Nationals and Sport Horse Nationals. There are 3 steps in order to participate in these classes. Enrollment into the Performance Futurity Maturity Derby Program is required the year the horse is going to show in that class. This is an annual enrollment as the enrollment fees constitutes the prize money pool for each class. You must enter into the corresponding Performance Futurity Derby class for U.S. Nationals and the corresponding Performance Maturity class for Sport Horse Nationals. All Half-Arabians competing in these classes must have parentage DNA verified to the purebred Arabian parent on file at the AHA office before the horse is allowed to compete in the class. Owners wishing to compete in this program must enroll in the program either by making payments per the payment schedule or in one lump sum. Late fees will apply for any missed due dates. For Sport Horse Nationals, the enrollment is due by May 1st. This is a total of $745. You can also make payments that will be due May 1st, June 1st, and July 1st. Any payments made on the enrollment after the due dates will be assessed late fees. Nominations submitted at the original close of entries and up to the first post-entry close for Sport Horse Nationals will be assessed an additional $750 late fee. For U.S. Nationals, the enrollments are due by June 1st, July 1st, and August 1st. Any enrollments made after the deadline will be assessed late fees. And again, nominations submitted after the original close of entries and up to the first post-entry close for U.S. Nationals will be assessed an additional $750 late fee. If payments are made by the original date of June 1st, the paid in full amount is $745, or you can make payments for $345, $200, and $200. Again, if the enrollments are late fees will be assessed. Enrollment into the program serves as a qualification for that class. Nomination into the Performance Futurity Maturity Derby Program does not include entry fees, post-entry fees, drug fees, etc., and does not constitute entry into the Sport Horse National or U.S. National Championship shows. A separate national show entry form must be submitted or processed online with the appropriate fees prior to the close of entries in order for the horse to be shown in the specified Performance Futurity Maturity Derby class. A horse that is co-owned by 2 distinct non-family members cannot be shown in the Performance Maturity Program. Substitution of horses is prohibited. All nomination fees are final and non-refundable. There will be no refund of a nomination fee, any portion of the nomination fee, or processing fee. Transfers can be made to the consecutive year for horses which are injured. A written request from the recorded owner and veterinary statement must be received within 10 days prior to the first day of the show. This transfer can only be applied to the same horse with a transfer fee of $100. The written request and payment must be submitted to the AHA office at info.comp@arabianhorses.org. Only the Performance Futurity Maturity Derby fees will transfer from one year to the next. A request to change classes, postmarked or electronic transaction dated August 1st and prior to the original close of U.S. entries will be allowed with a written request and a $100 class change fee. A request to change classes after the original close of U.S. entries will be allowed with a written request and a $250 class change fee up until October 1st. Class changes will not be allowed for U.S. Nationals after October 1st. For Sport Horse, the Sport Horse Undersaddle AOTR maturity classes are available. These are for horses that are 5 and 6-year-olds. And again, DNA for Half-Arabians must be on file before the horse is allowed to compete. Performance Futurity classes are for horses 6 years old and under, includes the herd work. Performance Futurity classes for 6 to 8-year-olds includes the Open Reining Derby and the Open Western Trail Derby combined. The Performance Maturity classes are for 4 to 5-year-olds in the Western Pleasure and Hunter Pleasure AAOTR. Performance Maturity classes for 5 to 6-year-olds includes the English Pleasure and Country English Pleasure AAOTR. The AHA Futurity Commission has approved cross-entry in some of the Performance Futurity Maturity Derby classes. Please refer to Performance 102 in Chapter 20 of the AHA Handbook regarding these cross-entries. Prize money payout. All nomination fees and the $750 late fees will go into the prize money for that class. Prize money for each class will be distributed with the champion receiving 25%, reserve champion 15%, and the remaining top 10 7.5%. These classes are all paid out by the 50% rule. If fewer than 19 horses are in the class, 50% rounded up will be eligible for payout. Any remaining top 10 money will be divided equally between all top 10 placings. Prize money will be issued to the recorded owner of the horse at the time of the show. If a horse is sold and the transfer date is during the dates of the show, the prize money will be issued to the new recorded owner of the horse. Checks for prize money shall be mailed within 60 days after completion of the competition. The Social Security number or federal taxpayer identification number and all requirements must be on file for each unique owner or account with AHA before prize money is released. If this information is not provided within 120 days after notification, all prize money will be forfeited. Foreign residents winning prize money at an event held in the United States will be subject to income tax of 30% per Internal Revenue Service regulations. This amount will be withheld from the total winnings. Additional information regarding the Performance Futurity Maturity Derby program can be found in Chapter 20 of the AHA Handbook. You can also visit the AHA website under Competition Prize Money Programs or contact Cheryl Holloway at cheryl.holloway@arabianhorses.org. Now that we have reviewed the Performance Futurity Maturity Derby program, I'm going to go over where forms can be found on the AHA website. You will need to go to www.arabianhorses.org. You will log into your account using your AHA membership number. Once you're there, you should see your name and your address and all additional information. Please make sure that you update your account information anytime you have an address, phone number, or email change. This only updates your personal account. This does not automatically update your business accounts or any other accounts that you may have joint accounts for. Once you're logged in, click on the competition button at the top navigation bar. Then go to the Performance Futurity Maturity Derby program. Here you will be able to find information regarding payout and any new changes regarding the program itself. You will also be able to download the enrollment form for the Sport Horse National Performance Maturity Program or the U.S. National Performance Futurity Maturity Derby. Also on this page, you will be able to see the fees that pertains to the enrollment for both Sport Horse and U.S. Nationals. Again, all Half-Arabians participating in this program must have DNA parentage verified on file to the purebred Arabian parent in order for the horse to be shown into these programs. At the bottom of the page, you'll be able to click on each year to see the payout per placing for both U.S. National and Sport Horse. Additional information regarding the Performance Futurity Maturity Derby program can be found in Chapter 20 of the AHA Handbook, and you can also visit the AHA website under Competition Prize Money Programs or contact Cheryl Holloway at cheryl.holloway@arabianhorses.org. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions regarding the Performance Futurity Maturity Derby programs, please give us a call at 303-696-4500, option 1, or email us at info.comp@arabianhorses.org.